Hello everyone, this is Vamsi from CodeRefer.com and welcome to CodeRefer YouTube channel. First of all, a very happy new year to all of you guys who are watching this video. So may this year become a very prosperous one to all of you. So coming back to LeetCode. So today in LeetCode, January Challenge 2021 has started, and from today onwards in our CodeRefer YouTube channel, I'll continue to post solutions each and every day. So if you guys are new to this channel, please take time to subscribe to this channel so that you will never miss an update. So without any further delay, let's walk through our first problem. So this is the question given today. You are given an array of distinct integers, ARR, and an array of integer arrays pieces where the integers in pieces are distinct. Your goal is to form ARR by concatenating the arrays in pieces in any order. Let's understand using an example. Let's take a fourth example. So here 91, 4, 64, 78 are given in ARR and pieces are given 78, 4, 64 and 91. So we have to form this array using these pieces by emitting one or more pieces in the order. So let's see. So here it is given that your goal is to form ARR by concatenating the arrays in pieces in any order. But we are not allowed to reorder the integers in each array. So here, if we see this one, here 91 is there, and this pieces consists of last array as 91. So first we will be emitting this piece. Okay. So next 4 and 64 are there. So 4 and 64 are in the same order in the middle piece. So it is fine. Unless until 64, 4 is there. So it is of wrong order. So we won't be considering it as an answer. So next thing is 4 and 64 are available in the piece, a single piece. And next for 78 we will be emitting our first piece. So here we will be concatenating 91 first, and second we will be concatenating this one, and third we will be concatenating this one, so that we will be forming this array. Suppose if we take this one as an example, third example. So if you see 49, 18, 16 and our pieces consist of only one piece, so this one, all are same values but they are in jumbled order. What he is saying is we are not allowed to reorder the integers in each array pieces. So we should not reorder them in each piece, but we can emit them in any other order. Let's try to see the algorithm. Our first solution is like general solution where we will be iterating through each and every piece from the given array ARR. So let's take the fourth example of the given problem. So here 91, 4, 64 and 78 are given in ARR and pieces are given as 78, 4, 64 and 91. So let's take this as an example. So first let's deduce the algorithm. First let's keep a track of index. Let's name it as I, and here I is equal to 0 will be pointing to 91. Okay. So what we will be doing is we will be iterating through pieces also. In the second step we will be iterating through pieces. So we will be only checking if first element of any of the piece matches our I is equal to 0 element. So our 91. So here we will be seeing 78, but it is not matching. Then we will be going and seeing our first element in the second piece, which is nothing but 4. So why we are only seeing the first piece but not the second piece? Because this order should be retained, right? So we are iterating from first element onwards. If the first element is not matching and second element is matching, then the first element is already gone. So that's why, so we will be checking with only first piece. So 91 is not matching 78 and 4, but here it is matching. So we got our first piece. So we got our piece of 0 which is matching our ARR of 0. So next we will be going through 4. Next we will be incrementing I. Okay, now it will be pointing to here. Now I is equal to 1. Okay, now 4 is matching with any other piece of 0. So 78 it is not matching, but 4 here it is matching with piece of 0. So now we'll be adding the size of this array to I. So we'll be directly jumping I is equal to 1 plus size of this array is 2. So I is equal to 3. Now I will point to here. Okay. Now we will be checking again if piece of 0, any of the piece of 0 will be matching this element. So it is the first element of the pieces. So now this is also matching. In this way we will be incrementing I and repeating until the end of the array is reached. So here there is one while loop. While I is less than length of array, we will be checking each and every time whether I is less than length of array or not. So next we will be iterating each piece, right? So here while and for loop are there, so the time complexity will be O of n square. Is there any other efficient way where we can reduce the time complexity? So there is one more way where we can use hash map. So let's see that solution also. So let's go through our solution 2, where we will be taking the same example. ARR is equal to 91, 4, 64 and 78. Now we took the same example. So first we will be iterating through all our pieces and we will be initializing our hash map such that the hash map key will be the first value of the piece of 0. So here are the pieces and this is piece 1 and this is piece, so this is piece 0 and this is piece 1 and this is piece 2, let's say. So we will be initializing our hash map such that the key will be 78 and the value will be array of 78 and the key will be 4 and the value will be 4, 64. So we are initializing with piece of 0 as key and all of the piece array as value. So that is what we mentioned in our first step in our algorithm. So for each piece in pieces, so in 4, 64 as an example, the key will be 4 and the value will be 4, 64 as an value. So here one of the entry will be 4, 4, 64. So second step is we'll be taking one empty list. The third step is we'll be iterating through our array by taking each value and we'll be checking if it is found in the keys of hash map. And we'll be appending that value of hash map to the list created in our step 2, which is nothing but empty list at the start. We'll be keep on appending those values to our empty list. So after all the iteration is done, we'll be checking if the empty list, if the list LST which is created in the second step is equal to our array which is given or not. So if it is same, then we'll be returning true, else we'll be returning false. So this is our algorithm. So in this way we are iterating only one time, so our time complexity is O of n, but the space complexity is increased because we took a hash map. So it consists of all the values of the size of array, which might be n. So our space complexity is O of n. I hope you understand the logic. Now let's code through our solution. So I am coding in Python. So here we can see that this is the function given. So let's create a hash map quickly. So it is nothing but dictionary. We'll be creating p of 0, a key with p of 0 and the value with p for each and every p in pieces. So p is nothing but piece. So we will be iterating through this entire outer list so that we will be getting each and every inner list, and we will be taking the first item of our inner list and value is our inner list itself for each and every piece in pieces. Okay, now that our hash map is done, so what we'll be doing is we'll be iterating through our each elements in our array for I in ARR. Okay, so what we'll be doing is, before initializing this, we thought like we want to have an empty array, right? So we'll be taking list here. So we'll be naming it as formed array is equal to empty list. Okay, so what we are doing is we are appending our newly created formed array, our empty formed array, with hashmap dot get of I. So we are trying to get the value with the key I. Okay, if it is not there, in Python we can return this default value, which is nothing but empty list item. So now if we got the key, it will be added as a value, so it will be appended to formed array. If it is not there, it will be appending empty list to formed array, which is nothing but the formed array itself. So after all our iteration is completed, we'll be checking if formed array is equal to our ARR or not. So this is our solution. Let's run the code. So it says finished. Let's click on submit. So now we can see that the submission is accepted. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please click on like button and don't forget to subscribe. If you like LeetCode problems or Android courses and as well as mobile development or Python development, this channel is for you. So you can subscribe to this channel, so you will be getting more content related to them. In the description, I'll be posting my Instagram ID as well as LinkedIn ID. I'll be active in both platforms, and if you guys have any doubts, please join our Discord server, which will be provided in the description below, so that maybe I can or any other student can help you. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.